Send the prophet and it goes to the people. The sky's really very nice. Yeah. Yeah. A king of no man, a dealer with no hand. My lifetime sinning hate. A king of no man, dealer with no hand. I'll lay myself to waste.
Thanks for this time with Tempi Dispari, and let's talk about this tour in Europe that you're making and that it will be continued, because yesterday you played in Turin and tomorrow in Scandiano, and then the impressions about this European tour, because you've been in Germany and so on.
The tour's been awesome. It's been a dream come true to support bands like Ugly Good Joe and Skid Row. They've all been really cool to us. So it's been quite different to the other ones, which were a bit smaller. And this one we've been doing sort of every night. It's been amazing.
Okay, and then we can talk about your music, because it's an evolution from your first album, that is Midnight Kill. And could you speak about these differences, about, for example, the guitars and so on?
Yeah, I suppose the difference is between Midnight Killer and our new self-titled album would be musically it's different because well, when we're together to do it, to do Midnight Killer, we're only together for about 4-5 months, so it just started the writing sort of gelling, sort of band, but we were.
I mean that. Because Midnight Killer, I think that represents in the beginning, but now there are differences about stars, and but also lyrics are different.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, well, I suppose after Midnight Killer came out, we did 2 years of touring on and off in Europe and Australia. So, we write about our experiences, and I suppose the sound changed because we started working as a band, and everyone was putting in their influences. So yeah. Hey, you should be better at this stuff.
Band, guitar, music.
Yes, because there are differences in your lyrics, because there are differences, influences, and what are your artists that you're influenced by?
As far as lyric-wise or music-wise?
Music and lyrics.
Music-wise, we all have different influences. We have lots of bands that we all individually have grown up with, and obviously playing different instruments, we have those different, high-profile people or not that sort of influence the way we play, and it sort of all gels together as a band. All those influences come together. And as far as lyric-wise, you'll have to speak to that guy.
And the
Like Tom said earlier with Midnight Killer, the first album, we didn't really know each other. We didn't have a certain style. We just got together and we needed to make an album to get shows because no one would give us a show. So we just threw our styles together, wrote some songs quickly.
Okay.
At the time I was living with Mick and we were reading a lot about war. So there's a couple of songs on Midnight Killer like My Lane Massacre, which is about Vietnam, Go to War, which is just a general war.
Interesting.
we were just kind of writing. My lyrics are always kind of what I'm doing at the time, or what I'm reading, or how my life is, or how our life is, because we pretty much live together. And the second album, like Tom said, we toured a lot. All of those songs are, in one way or another, they're about touring, they're about living together, they're about our lives. Mick lost a really great, his best mate died. So we wrote Bloody Tools about him, which is just part of our life. So all the lyrics are just, I don't really write fiction, I just write about our life. Maybe it comes out different. I don't want to specifically say what every song's about, because music's different to everybody. You know, you might hear a song and think this is what it means, and if I tell you it's about cheese, you're going to be upset. So
because in this project, I think that it seems that you travel a lot. So I think that the lyrics are influencing this.
Definitely. Same with the music as well.
Yeah, same with the music.
Quite a lot of the songs were written on the road, or riffs.
Yeah.
And then we brought them back and worked on them over the next few months and did pre-production and listened back and spent a lot of time on structuring and stuff like that, which we didn't do on Midnight Killer. We sort of just threw it all together. So
because the lyrics seem so very rock and roll in this, because they are immediately, because I think that the words are immediate.
Yeah.
Yep.
To understand more.
Direct.
Yes, of course. And then we can speak about Australia, because Australia's scenario is more different than European, because you said last time that in Australia you have to travel a lot because the cities are very far from one another.
It makes the bands in Australia more hardworking.
Yeah.
Because to get anybody to know who you are, from Melbourne to Sydney is a 10-hour drive, and you can only go there once every now and again, you know. So you have to travel a lot, you have to work hard, you have to be good, because you're only going to go there and play maybe once every couple of months, so you have to leave a lasting impression. So it makes it Australian bands a specific breed. We're harder working. We know how to get there and get our point across in a half-hour set, to play our best music, to try our hardest in that half hour, you know. Which we've always done. We get there and we load on stage, we fucking kick ass for half an hour, and then we load off stage and drink beers with everybody so they remember who we are. So next year we come back and they're like, hey, let's have a beer with us. Then they bring their friends, you know, and then you got more people at your shows. So, but that's a typically Australian thing. I know I've got a lot of English friends, and I'm not saying it's more easy in England, but there's more cities closer together, which makes people, especially musicians, complacent. They think, oh, why would I go to Leeds? I'll just cancel. I can go next weekend. You know, whereas in Australia, you've got Monday or Friday off work, so you can't cancel because you're already losing money. And it's such a big drive, you put all your effort in, so you don't cancel, you just fucking go and play. Whereas I know, you know, with all the cities in Europe, the tours we do over here, our last 2 tours were 3 months and 50 shows, and sometimes we drove for 20 hours, you know, to get to the next show.
And the other big thing is, like, with Melbourne, where we come from, there's a lot of bands come from all the cities to Melbourne. It's like the music hub of Australia. So there's a lot of great bands coming out here at the moment. It's overflowing with great musicians and bands.
It's overflowing with great musicians and bands, but the venues are getting smaller and smaller too. Like, there's not as many venues to play.
Because the last time you say that in Melbourne there are a lot of bands and a lot of
great bands.
You got to be, so if you want to be playing every weekend in Melbourne, you want to be good. You know, because so, you know, everyone works really hard to get to the top, you know.
Yeah, of course. And then we can speak about because we are living in a globalization era. So I think how much counts internet? How much is important web for music?
Internet.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Music.
Of course, like YouTube.
Yes.
You know, popular. It's important to. It's the easiest way for people to see music and see a video clip or something.
It has its positives and negatives.
Yes, because there are positive and negative things, I think.
Of course. I remember when I was a kid, there was no internet, and you'd hear that a band was coming from another city, and you just go and see them, just because they're from another city. Whereas now, if you hear a band's coming, you can look up their music and go, oh, they're shit, I'm not going to go see them. But also, on the flip side of that, you can look them up, and if they're really good, you call all your mates and go, let's go to the pub, this really good band's playing.
That's a great advertising tool on
Yeah.
Facebook and Twitter. Like, cuts out a lot of the middleman stuff.
Or music with Spotify or iTunes.
Yeah.
Great for networking, like the past couple of tours, basically all done on the internet. Just, you're a band from this country, we want to come over and play. Do it that way, that would have been a lot harder.
Oh, 15 years ago, you would have been calling venues. It would have cost, hundreds of dollars on the phone. Because now you just email, you can send them a YouTube clip, you can send them the music, and then they book it.
Yeah, definitely got it easy in that.
Yeah.
The other thing is too, like YouTube, you can look a band up, watch their video, but when you go to see them live, they're completely different.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes it's not what it seems. So
It's because
that's why it's good to go see them anyway.
I think it's that easy to just put something up on the internet. The market's pretty saturated now.
It is.
Anyone can do it.
Yeah.
Put something online, but
you have your official website when we can find some things about your band and so on.
yeah, but Facebook, so Facebook
Yes.
/
You
Fancy
have a
Ruins,
Facebook page.
YouTube. Don't really have a proper website as yet. That's in the works. But yeah, we've got all the Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all that happening.
Email.
Okay, but
Fax number.
Landline. Two company
your project for your computer.
Sorry?
Have you some project for the upcoming future albums?
Oh, for the future?
Yes.
Well,
Jigs, for example.
we've been offered some stuff for next year, which we're not allowed to talk about yet.
Yes.
So that's more shows that we'll be playing next year. But for Dead City Ruins, it's the same every year. We come to Europe, we tour, we work our hardest, and then we go home, work our jobs, save up money, and try and get back to Europe to tour. So hopefully we've impressed enough people that we can book another tour next year. That'd be good. We don't have nothing solid yet, no solid works, but everybody's been asking us to come back, so hopefully we can come back.
And then thanks for this little interview with Tempi Dispari, and then you can tell your name to Tempi Dispari.
My name's Jake, I sing for Dead City Ruins.
Andy on the drummer.
Wayne, guitar.
Tommy, guitar.
Bass.
Yeah.
See you later.
Out in the
Thanks.